This video is for you if you want to learn how you can make your cold outreach more effective. So you can take more people from never having heard of you to being high-paying clients using approaches like cold email, cold outbound of any kind. This is also for you if you want to know why the lead gen agencies that you're working with may not be working as effectively, or if your team's outreach strategy hasn't been working as well as it should. So the main thing that you need to audit first and foremost above everything is your offer something that you would actually respond well to? And does it give the prospect a really clear, tangible sense of what your value proposition is? This is one of the biggest mistakes I see people make, where they're sending these chunky 5, 6, 7 line introductions that are so just about yourself. It's just like, hey, this is what my company does, and these are the accolades that we have, and we're on Forbes, and we're on this, and isn't that great? And why don't you book a call for 15 minutes? Like, no way in hell is that going to work for you. You need to make it really concise, really just purely about them and the quantitative value that you can provide them, ideally. So what that looks like for me is something like, hey, first name, I came across your company's LinkedIn profile and I wanted to see if you'd be open to a partnership. Would you be interested in speaking if we could bring you 10 sales qualified meetings per month on a performance basis like we did for this company that was similar to you? I'm confident we could get you similar results. Interested in a chat? That's my outreach message, and that works really well. So the reason it works so well is because I'm telling them, A, what exactly am I going to get them? 10 qualified meetings per month. What's the time frame per month, every single month? What's the risk reversal? It's on a performance basis. What is the proof that it works? Oh, well, we did it for this other company, right? So then you have the 4 most important ingredients of a cold outreach right there. And I'll go over that again. So quantitative value proposition, concrete time frame, risk reversal, social proof. So if one of my mentors in the email space, Daniel Fazio, mentions in one of his recent videos that if you want to have an exceptional outreach message, you have to have all 4 of those ingredients. If you want to have a strong outreach message, a great outreach message, you can have 3 of those ingredients. You could either drop the social proof or drop the risk reversal. If you want an average outreach message, you can have 2 of those. And actually, that I would consider that above average, because most people don't even have those 2. If you want to have a bad outreach message, you only have 1 of those. And if you want to have a totally non-functional outreach message, which is what most of you have, you'll have 0 of those. So that's like the logical way to sell. You could also sell based on emotion, which this is a blurb I picked up from another one of my mentors in the cold email space, Christian Bronier. So he mentioned an example where he said something like, if you want to appeal to their emotions and you don't want to necessarily name a quantitative value proposition, you could say something like a qualitative value proposition, such as, we can help you establish yourself as one of the top authorities in the e-commerce space by producing organic YouTube content for you. So this still gives someone a very clear sense of what the value proposition is. I'm going to be a top authority in the space. And you're telling them the mechanism of how you're going to do it. So it can still work that way. And the beauty is you can actually weave the emotional and the logical sale together. This is also straight out of a Christian Bronier tweet here, to give credit where credit is due. He said, you can use, for example, we can help you get 10 qualified inbound leads every single month through organic YouTube content that we will produce for you, to establish yourself as a top industry expert in the field. So, I kind of jumbled up, but you get it. It's like, we can help you establish yourself as one of the top voices in your industry and get you 10 inbound leads per month using organic YouTube content. You're weaving the emotional sale, which is the top authority part, with the logical sale. So that's the number one thing to look out for. If you have a really strong, clear value proposition, you actually can get results without even having a website, without even having a case study, without having really anything. You probably want a website because people will probably look you up when they see your email. They'll copy paste your domain into Google and see if you're real. So that's probably the bare minimum of what you want to have, like a landing page or a website. But it doesn't have to be particularly great if your offer is really, really strong. Then what you want to audit with your offer too is you want to make sure that when you're sending it, you sound conversational and natural. So please read your email out loud and ask yourself, did I just sound kind of like I was coming out of a TV during a commercial? Because if you sound like a TV commercial, then there's a high chance that someone is going to just put their guard up and not listen to you and mark you as spam, and it's game over. So you want to think about this like, if I was explaining my offer to a professional friend at a bar, how would I present it? Be like, hey, first name, I help people like you get this result in this time frame, and we recently did it for this person, and it worked really well. I'm pretty sure it would work well for you too. Would you be open to chat about this? That message will work infinitely better, even to top executives, even to the most formal person that you know, than something like, good day. We are this company and we've achieved this result for companies, and we really understand the trials and tribulations that you go through, and that's why we're presenting our new offer. For once in a month you can get this. It's just like, shut up. That's how people feel when they read it. They just say, shut up and get out of my inbox. It's like this visceral, get away from me, you're trying to leech from me kind of response. So yeah, those are the main points. The last thing I will say, besides good concrete value propositions and besides conversational tones, it's important to understand that cold outreach alone is not a silver bullet. So if you want to actually have a real sales funnel, you need other ways for people to validate your legitimacy. So having a good website with a video sales letter on top is going to help you a lot. Having a YouTube channel with content on it that establishes you as an expert in your industry will help you tremendously. Over time, it will actually be more powerful than cold outreach. So consider, are you waiting for your lead gen agency to save your business and you're just kind of going through the motions, trying to wait for new referrals, doing half-assed attempts at your own outreach and hoping and getting mad at your lead gen agency for only booking you like 1 or 2 or 3 calls a month when you're producing no content on YouTube, when your website doesn't have a video sales letter, and it's just like, you got to meet them halfway. Does your website even mention the service that your lead gen agency is presenting in the cold email? Everything has to align. It's part of a synergistic, dare I say, the dreaded corporate term, synergistic ecosystem that you want to create. And with more and more people vying for the same limited attention spans, it's more important than ever that you establish yourself as an authority through content. So recognize that the more you do this, what I'm doing right now, the more your cold outreach will work, the more everything in your business will flow smoothly. Because if you can harness enough attention and enough trust, you'll never have to worry about money again. So that is the video. In summary, clear quantitative or qualitative value proposition. Make sure you have as many of the 4 checkpoints as possible: concrete value prop, concrete time frame, social proof, and risk reversal. And then make sure the outreach message is conversational, is not overly formal, doesn't sound like an ad. And then make sure the rest of your ecosystem is supporting your cold outreach efforts through content, I would say. And if you can only pick one platform, pick YouTube. It's the most impactful. So that's it for now, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.